give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children, shew into the generation to come the praises of the Lord, and his strength and his wonderful works that he hath done. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children, that the generation to come might know them. Even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children, and that they might set their hope in God and not forget the words of God, but keep his commandments, and might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with God. Now the children of Ephraim being armed and carrying bows, turned back in the day of battle. They kept not the covenant of God and refused to walk in his law 11, and forget his works and his wonders that he had showed them. 12 marvelous things did he in the sight of their fathers, in the land of Egypt, in the field of Zon. When 18 he divided the sea and caused them to pass through, and he made the waters to stand as a heat. In the daytime also he led him with a cloud, and all the night with a light of fire. 15 me the rocks in the wilderness and gave him drinkers out of the greatest. 16 he brought streams also out of rock and caused waters to run down like rivers. 17 and they sinned yet more against him by provoking the Most High in the wilderness, and they tempted God in their heart by asking me for their lust. 19, yeah, they spake against God. They second God furnished a table in the wilderness. 20, behold, he smote the rock, that the waters gushed out and the streams overflow. Can he give bread also? Can he provide flesh for his people? 21, therefore the Lord heard this and was wroth. So a fire was kindled against Jacob, and anger also came up against Israel. 20, cause they believed not in God and trusted not in his salvation. 23, though he had commanded the clouds from above and opened the doors of heaven. 24, and had rained down manna upon them to eat, and had given them of the corn of heaven. 25, man did eat angel food, he sent them me to the full. 26, he caused an east wind to blow in the heaven, and by his power he brought in the south wind. 27, he rained flesh also upon them as dust, and fed her fowls like as the sand of the sea. 28, and he let it fall in the midst of the camp, round about the habitations. 29, so they did eat and were well filled, for he gave them their own desire. 30, they were not estranged from their lust, but while their meat was yet in their mouth. 31, the wrath of God came upon them, and slew the fattest of them, and smote down the chosen men of Israel. For all this they sinned still, and believed not for his wondrous words. See the 40 days that he consumed in vanity, and their years in trouble. 34, when he slew them, then they saw them, and they returned and inquired early of God. 35, and they remembered that God was their rock, and the high God their redeemer. 36, nevertheless they did flatter him with their mouth, and they lied unto him with their tongues. 37, for their heart was not right with him, neither were they steadfast in his covenant. 38, but he, being full of compassion, forgave their iniquity and destroyed them not. Yeah. Many a time turned he his anger away, and did not stir up all his wrath. 30, remembered that they were my flesh, oh, when it passeth away and cometh not again. 40, how oft did they provoke him in the wilderness and grieve him in the desert. 41, yeah, they turned back and tempted God, and limited the Holy One of Israel. 41, yeah. 40, you remember not his hand, nor the day when he delivered them from the enemy. 40, had wrought his signs in Egypt, and his wonders in the field of Zon. One that turned the rivers into blood, and the floods that they could not drink. 45, he sent devils, sorts of flies among them, which devoured them, and frogs which destroyed them. He gave also their increase unto the caterpillar, and their labor unto the locust. 47, he destroyed their vines with hail, and the sycamore trees with frost. 48, he gave up their cattle also to the hail, and their flocks to hot thunderbolts.